Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. And Susie asked if I would do this Zoom with y'all just to get you guys started and get you a little trained on some things so you can get growing in your business and feel more confident. So I'm going to go over a few things. And then if you guys have questions at all, just unmute yourself because I'm going to mute you guys. So all you have to do is the bottom left of your little square, it'll have a microphone. You can click it on and off. So it'll say mute and unmute. So I'm going to go ahead and just mute you guys. And then we'll get started. I know Susie personally. So I know her, you know, we've been friends for a while. Her son and my husband are friends. And so I know Susie and I get to interact with Susie. And I don't know any of you guys. So it makes it a little harder. So I like to judge, you know, and have a conversation with my ambassadors to kind of see where they're at. So for me, it's not going to be as easy because I don't know you guys yet. And I don't know why you signed up for Plexus. I don't know what your goals are. I don't know if I have, you know, 6 people on this call tonight that want to just make $500 a month, or they want to be jewels and they want to go all the way to the top. So I'm going to assume, there's Diane. I'm going to assume that you guys are all looking to really grow your business, gain financial freedom, and go all the way to the top and become a jewel. The first thing that I do with my brand new level ones is a phone call. So they get on the phone with me, they're first, right when they join. And that way, and I have my levels 1s, 2s, and 3s do that every time they sign an ambassador. So if my level 1 or 2 or 3 signs someone new, they immediately get me on the phone with that person. Only maybe it might be a 60-second phone call. It's just to say, hey, I'm so excited you joined my team. My name is Kelly Smith. I'm your Emerald Upline. Your sponsor is going to add you into my team page, and I'm really excited to talk to you in a couple days and see if you've worked on some of your goals. That way they know who I am. They know that I'm the Emerald Upline. They know I'm expecting them to have some goals. So I'm insinuating that right off the top. And that kind of puts the responsibility on the sponsor, on the ambassador, so they can make sure that they're getting into the steps of training. And one of the most important things when they first start out is adding them to the team page, obviously. The team page is there for training, education, support, encouragement, just so you can really, you know, learn and grasp how to work the business. And if you have questions, product knowledge, you know, business training on the compensation plan, things like that. So after you're added to the team page, you're going to want to tag all your new ambassadors in the pinned post. It's the very top of the page, and it says pinned post. And if you look at it, it's a document, and it's the training guide. So you're gonna open that document. And I would like you to save it on your computer or print it out. Better yet, do both. That way you have it and you can look at it and refer back to it. But it's really important that you guys are getting on that team page and looking in that training guide, because all the things that you need to be successful are going to be in that training guide. They're going to show you step by step what you need to do with your business, how long and what time frame you need to do it in, and ways to grow yourself in the business. So you get on a Facebook team page, you're going to get that pinned post, you're going to get the training guide, and you're going to start reading it. And basically what that training guide is, it is a guide to bring you success. It's a guide to teach you the steps of what you need to be doing. You know, when we join, sometimes we just join because we want the products at a wholesale. So we don't really know what we're going to do with the business. We just know that, hey, you know, I just joined this company. It's got awesome products. I'm going to get my products paid for, or I'm going to get my products at cost. And then a few months down the line, people are asking you, hey, you look fantastic, or you feel great. What are you doing? And you're going to share it with them. So even if you're a wholesale ambassador and you think, I don't really know if I'm going to work the business, trust me, get trained, get in there and learn about the products, learn about the compensation plan, because that goal can quickly change. So one of the first steps you're going to do is you're going to get a list started. And I talk about this list, the list, all throughout your journey with Plexus. I encourage you guys to write it on physical paper. You can put it on the computer, you can type it up, you can do things like that, but it's really beneficial to literally write it down on pen and paper. You're going to continuously add to that list. So you want to keep it in a notebook where there's plenty of paper and you can add to the list. Why am I asking you to write a list? Well, I'm asking you to jog your memory. So I want you to put the obvious, all of your family, all of your friends, your work associates, your kids' friends, parents, if they're into baseball, the baseball parents, your husband or wife's friends, people from church, really anyone that comes to your mind. Even if you're not really friends with them, if you're an associate or if it's someone you know, maybe a mutual friend, still write them down and put them on that list. And there's a really good file in the team page called Eric Worre Memory Jogger. And you can find that in the team page under files. It's called Memory Jogger. And that just helps you to kind of categorize the people that you want to put on that list. This list is crucial to you growing your business. So you're going to continue to add names to that list. Maybe at your first sitting, you've only got 50 people on that list. That's okay. But keep adding as you remember people. A lot of people have hundreds of friends on Facebook, and they forget that that's hundreds of people that know you or know of you. You want to put every single one of those Facebook friends down on that piece of paper because at some point you're going to visit them about Plexus. So, excuse me. A lot of people get nervous when I say create that list of 100 because they're like, oh gosh, am I going to reach out to all those people about Plexus? And the answer to that is absolutely yes, you are. You might not do it in a week. You might not do it in a month. But eventually, I want you to reach out to every single one of those people about Plexus. So as you create that list of 100, your next task is to pick a top 5. You're going to pick a top 5 for 2 categories. The top 5, you're going to pick out of that list, you're going to say, okay, who are the top 5 people that I know could use or benefit from these products? Let's say you have an uncle with diabetes. He's probably going to be in your top 5. If you have a grandmother who suffers with arthritis, she's probably going to be in your top 5 for products. So 5 people that you know have some sort of health issue or weight issue or immune issue, any of those things. Those are going to be your top. You're going to pick 5 people that you know right now, hands down, period, they could benefit from the products. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing for business. You're going to pick from that list of 100. You're going to go down and you're going to pick your power 5. Okay, you're going to pick your top 5 people that you want on your team. That if you could hand pick anyone, you want them to join your team. And you're going to know who those people are. I could say that to you, and right now I know that you're thinking of someone that could be awesome in this business. Whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend. You're going to pick 5 of those people. And what you're going to do with those 10 people, the 5 for product and the 5 for business, is you're going to reach out to them and you're going to tell them, hey, I am super excited about this amazing new company that I just signed up with. I'm growing my business and I would love for you to take a few minutes to let me, share some things about the business with you because I know you are whatever they have, a quality that you have. You're going to say, you know what, Susie Q, I know that you are a realtor and you have a huge network of people, that you're so outgoing, and I just know that you could do awesome in this business. So I would love to chat with you about the opportunity. Very simple. It doesn't have to be in detail. You're not talking about the pay points. You're not overloading them with business stuff. You're just asking if they will give you a few minutes of your time to talk to them about the business. Same thing with the health. You're going to say, hey, Susie Q, I know that you suffer with migraines. I've seen you post it on your Facebook. We've talked a few times, and I have stumbled across amazing plant-based products that are helping people with migraines, and I would love to send you some information and maybe a sample. Would you be interested in that? You always want to end the message with a question. That way they feel prompted to answer you, because a lot of times if you just send information and you don't leave it with an answer, people just don't respond to you. They get busy or they just get sidetracked. And if you have a question, if you're leaving that message with a question, it makes them more likely to respond to you. So when they respond to you, you're immediately going to put Susie or Jen or, Aaron or me or whoever, y'all's upline is, whoever's sponsors you guys are comfortable with, you are going to put your sponsor or their upline into a three-way chat. Very, very simple to do. You're going to push message, and then it allows you to add. There's a little symbol at the very top of the message, and it allows you to, it says add to the conversation. So you're just going to add Susie or add me into the conversation. And that way, you're going to have third-party validation, number one, and you're going to be able to talk to them about what you know, but you may not know a whole lot right now because you're fairly new. So you're going to say something like that. You're going to get them into a chat, and you're going to say, hey, this is my friend Kelly. I don't usually say upline or sponsor because most people don't know what that term means. So I usually say, hey, this is my friend Kelly. She's been doing this business for 3 years. She's been extremely successful. She has a great health testimony, and I know she can answer any questions you might have. That's why I put her in the chat with us. So if you had questions that I can't answer because I'm so new, she can definitely answer your questions. That makes people feel more comfortable. For one, you're explaining why you added me into the chat. You've explained to them that I'm your friend. So that takes the business pressure off. And you're telling them, hey, I have a great testimony on the business and health. So it doesn't, make people put the brakes on and say, no, I don't want to do this and feel intimidated. So you want to just tell them why you put me or Susie or your upline into a chat. And basically that three-way chat is, twofold. One, we're helping you get a new customer or get a new ambassador because we're well-versed in the products, well-versed in the business, and we can answer questions. Secondly, it's training for you. It's training for someone who's new to see and interact with people and to hear or watch what I say when they ask me questions. So when you do those a few times, you're learning. So after 4 or 5 or 6 three-ways with your sponsor, you start getting it. You start thinking, yeah, I got this. I can answer people's questions. I understand what I'm doing. And then you can turn around and start messaging people and answering questions without getting them into a three-way when you feel confident. But I still do three-way calls and messages with some of my leaders. They're confident. They know the products. They know the business. But having that third-party validation sometimes is all people need. They just want to know it's working for someone else. It's working, the products have helped other people, or the business has helped somebody else other than the person that they're talking to, which is you. So you may not have a testimony either. Maybe you just started and you don't have a huge health testimony or you don't have a huge business testimony. That doesn't mean you can't share the products or the business. You definitely, absolutely 100% should be sharing the products and the opportunity, even if you don't have a testimony yet. Why? Because there's a testimony page full of thousands and thousands of testimonies. So we know the products work. We know they're doing what they say they're going to do. They're working for thousands of people across the country, in Canada, New Zealand, Australia. So even in the business, let's say you're not rolling in the money yet. Maybe you're just silver, or maybe you're not even silver yet. That's okay, because you're going to say, you know what? I'm working towards what Kelly is. It took Kelly 7 months to rank up to Emerald. So I'm learning and I'm building my business so I can be where she's at. And that's my goal. And I would love to bring you along with me. So you're kind of telling people, hey, this is what I want to do. And I want to bring you with me. That's appealing to people. When someone says, wow, someone has done that Susie knows, like that's really neat. And Susie's on her way to do that too. Well, I want to do that. So it's just motivation for people to get involved. So you're going to do that all the time. You should be doing those every single day. You're going to work that list of 100. So once you get to your top 5 for the products, you're going to add another 5 to that top 5. You're going to say, okay, I'm going to hit those 5 people up and talk to them about the products. Same with the business opportunity. You're going to reach out to 5 other people. Every time you finish that 5, you're going to rotate 5 more in. So you're constantly sharing Plexus, you're sharing the products and the business. The bottom line is, y'all, we overcomplicate this business. It is not hard at all. You have 2 tasks. 2 tasks. That is all you really have to do. 2 tasks. And that is sharing the products and getting people to buy the products, sharing the opportunity and getting them to join your team. That is the only 2 things that we are asking you to do to be successful. There are things you can learn to make those two things easier and to make those two things more successful. And that's why we have the team page. That's why we do these Zoom meetings. That's why we listen to the Wednesday night calls. That's why we get on team calls. But bottom line, the way you make money and the way you promote in this business is two ways. Products, sharing the products, getting people to buy, sharing the opportunity, and getting people to join your team. That is your goal, okay? So don't complicate it. If you say, I don't really know what to say to people, I'm not sure how to reach out to people, that's okay. I'm not asking you to reinvent the wheel, okay? I have in the team page, I have sample messages that you can send people. You can copy and paste exactly what I said, or you can copy and paste it and tweak a little bit. Maybe you want to make the message more specific to the person you're sending it to. Or maybe it's a stranger or kind of like someone in your cold market, which you don't know really well personally. You can send them the message just copy and paste it because I've already established a way to be able to get into 3 ways, to sell their products, to market the business. So you can just use those sample messages if you feel more comfortable. As you do it, the more and more you do it, maybe you will start working those messages into your own words and learning how to approach people. But in the beginning, sometimes we just don't know what to say, and that's okay. That's why I created those documents to help you with the verbiage of what to send someone who you're looking to either buy the products from you or join your team, okay? So utilize that team page, utilize those files in that because they are really helpful. Every day, depending on your situation, I know some of you work a full-time job. I know Susie busts her butt. She works hard. She's not home all the time. She's not on her computer all the time. She's not on her phone. But I know that Susie is working her Plexus business every day. She allots time in her schedule to work Plexus. Even though she's a hard worker and even though she's super busy, she has grandbabies that she enjoys, she has friends, she still manages to put Plexus as a priority, and she works it into the nooks and crannies of her life. So she decides when she's going to work her business, but the key is she works her business. So that's what I'm asking y'all to do. If you work, clearly you're not going to be able to work 6, 7, 8 hours doing Plexus during the day, and that's okay. You don't really have to. I don't do that, and I'm an Emerald. You have to allot 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there, an hour before you go to bed, maybe 15 minutes on a Saturday morning, another 10 or 15 minutes Saturday afternoon, and then Sunday evening. Whatever fits in your schedule, I don't care. All I want you to do is commit to have 1 power hour. 1 hour that you commit to Plexus. It doesn't have to be a consecutive 60 minutes. If you have 15 minutes in the morning while you're driving to work or you're, getting ready for work or whatever, if you can send a voice message, it's a beautiful thing on Facebook. There's a voice text app. You can message someone, you hold the microphone down, you can talk on your phone, and you can message them by your voice. Instead of having to sit there and type, you can get on Facebook, go to their message, click the microphone and say, hey, Susie Q, I'm on my way to work, but I was thinking about you, and I would absolutely love to share something that I'm doing. Do you have time tonight after the kids go to bed? You're going to end. She's going to get that message. She's going to write you back, say, sure. Then you set an 8 o'clock appointment. So when you get home from work, you maybe on your lunch break, you post on Facebook or you check your emails, you send some messages, you talk to someone in your downline, train them, encourage them. And then when you get home, you're going to spend 15 minutes because you set an appointment with Susie Q. So at 8 o'clock, again, you're going to spend maybe 30 minutes going over the products, the opportunity, the compensation plan, whatever it is, you're going to share with Susie Q. 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, 30 minutes, whatever. Just make sure you have 1 hour a day, just 1 hour a day to work your Plexus business. That will give you huge growth. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're doing income producing activity during those times, you will be successful. And what do I mean by income producing activity? I don't mean scrolling on Facebook. That's not an income producing activity. I don't mean, going to people's pages and looking at what they're doing and sending messages to your friend. That's not income producing activity. Reaching out, sending messages on Facebook to potentials is income producing activity. Answering emails or checking your posts to see if anybody commented commented underneath it, that's income producing activity. Getting on a phone call with your upline and setting some goals, those are income producing activities. And those are the things that you want to do on a daily basis. It is really not hard, but it's not easy either. You have to be willing to commit, number one. You have to be willing to do what other people won't do, to have what other people will never have. And that is freedom, and that is financial freedom, and that's health. If you put into this 100%, even if it's only an hour a day, or if you can only do 30 minutes a day, if you're faithful and if you're consistent and plant the seeds, I promise you that there will be a harvest and you will see success. Keep it simple. Reach out to as many people about Plexus as possible. If you work a job, people ask me, well, I work. I can't share Plexus at my job, so they can't outwardly share Plexus at their job. No problem. On your way to work, a lot of people get gas. That's the only time they have to go. They got to stop and get gas before work. Guess what? You can put a business card in the credit card slot when you leave, and that's sharing Plexus, because the next person who comes to pump gas has to remove your business card to put their credit card in. So they're going to say, what's that? Some people will throw it away and won't look at it, but there's going to be that single mom that says, man, work from home. What is this? Earn money? Huh? And she's going to take that business card and she's going to at least look up your website, right? You don't know. So that is something super easy and cheap that you can do to market your business. So every time you go somewhere, if you're going inside to pay for the gas, leave a card by the icy machine. Leave a card on the candy bar aisle. Leave a card somewhere in the store where people will notice it. If you go out to eat on your, if you're working and you go out to eat, leave the waitress a business card. It doesn't have to be an insult because you work for a health and wellness company. Our product is not a weight loss product. So we don't need to feel guilty or embarrassed about leaving a card, because we're not insinuating that person's fat. We have a gift. We have an opportunity for that waitress to make extra money, or to maybe use some ease because she works hard all day long and her back hurts or her feet hurt. Those are income producing activities. Those are easy ways throughout your day to be able to share Plexus. You can even write on the card, or you can, better yet, tell her, say, you know what, thank you so much for your service today. You were the sweetest waitress. You were so attentive and I really appreciate that. Hand her your business card and say, I'm looking for people just like you to join my business. And she'll probably be flattered and say, oh, really? Thank you. What kind of business do you have? And then you can simply say, hey, I work for a health and wellness company. I work from my home, and I'm looking to expand my team, and I would love to chat with you about it. Are you on Facebook? Everybody's on Facebook. 9 out of 10 people are on Facebook. So you're going to ask her, hey, are you on Facebook? 9 times out of 10, she'll say, sure, yeah. Ask her if you can friend request her right there on the spot, or say, hey, find yourself on Facebook, and give her your phone and let her find herself and add her on Facebook. What have you just done? You have just gained an audience. You have just put her on your Facebook when you're consistently posting daily, so she's going to see that. You've complimented her and said, hey, I appreciate you. You have good service. I'm validating her skill set, and you're saying, hey, that's the kind of skill set that I want on my team. It's a great way to market. It's easy. You're on your lunch break at work, okay? When you get off work, sometimes we got to run to the grocery store, right? We have to pick up dinner. We have to grab something or whatever. Another awesome way to market Plexus. Everybody has a cart, okay? They're going to pull their cart out and throw their purse on top. Leave a business card, or leave a brochure, or leave a sample or whatever in the cart, so the next person that comes along is going to see it laying in the cart. Super easy. What are they? The worst thing they can do is throw it away. No big deal. Okay, do your shopping, and then as you're checking out, do the same thing with the cashier. Small talk. Hey, how are you doing? Good. Are you here all day? Have you been here all day? She may say, yeah, I'm so tired. I get off soon, or whatever. You can say, man, I bet you work so hard. How's that on your back? Do you have some aches and pains? She may say, yes. And you know what? I have an awesome product for that. I would love for you to try it. Here's my business card. Maybe I can give you a sample of the ease. Great for back pain. That's how you share the products. Or if she's super sweet and super nice and very efficient during the checkout, say the same thing. Hey, you are so kind. You are so fast and efficient. Thank you for your service today. Give her a card and say, I'm looking for people just like you to join my business. That That is non-threatening, right? That is complimentary. If someone said that to me, I would be flattered. Even if I wasn't interested in what they were selling or what they were asking me, I would be flattered, and I would at least, at minimum, check it out, right? So that's easy. That's 3 times that I've just shared Plexus throughout my full-time job day. So there are ways that you can work this business and still work a full-time job. That goes to say, if you're a stay-at-home mom, you have kids, that is a huge network, okay? If you have kids that play sports, if you have kids that are in chorus, they do extracurricular activity, that's a whole network that you can market to. And it doesn't have to be in your face, annoying, puke Plexus, car salesman, anything like that. It can be simply sharing something that we consider a gift that someone else may be needing in a very nonchalant way. When I go to Julia's rugby games, I wear my Plexus shirts. I'm going to wear a Plexus hat. I'm going to wear a Plexus tank, something that says Plexus. Because a lot of times, our swag is super cute. It's sparkly, it's got diamonds, or it's bold, it stands out. And a lot of times, especially when I wear the black with the silver beads in the front, it just says Plexus. Every time I wear that shirt, someone says, oh, I love that shirt. What's Plexus mean? Boom. That's my door. That's my opportunity to tell them what Plexus is, because they've opened the door simply by asking me about my shirt. It's a very non-threatening way to share Plexus. You can say something like, oh, it's the health and wellness company I work for. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. I get to work from home. It's such a great company. That's going to, spark someone to ask you more questions. Oh, you work from home? Wow. What do you really do? That's the door. They've opened the door. You're going to step into it, and you're going to share about what we do. You can talk about the products. You can talk about the business opportunity. You can say, hey, if you know someone that has diabetes or maybe health issues or struggling with weight, please refer them to me. And she may say, well, I do. I have those things. Or, yeah, my sister does. You're taking the pressure off of her and saying, if you know anyone that has whatever, please refer them. So you've taken the pressure off of you're not asking them to buy anything or do anything. And that's a great way to market the business. That's a great way to market the products. Simply by wearing a shirt to a game, okay? Everywhere you go, if you carry a purse, if you're a woman, if you're a man and you have a wallet, you should have business cards always on your person at all times, because you never know when there's going to be a great spot or you're going to see someone and the door opens and you don't have a business card. You want to carry business cards. Not only that, when you give someone a business card, always ask them, are you on Facebook? It's very non-threatening to say, hey, are you on Facebook? I'd love to add you so I could chat with you later. If you're in a rush and you're crossing paths with someone in the pickup line at school, you can say, hey, Susie Q, our daughters have gym together, and, I would love to talk to you about this awesome opportunity and see if you're interested or know some people that may be interested in working from home. Here's my business card. Do you have a Facebook? Maybe you can friend me on Facebook really quick and I'll chat with you later. It's a very non-threatening way. A lot of people use Facebook, and a lot of people don't mind adding you, or they'll find themselves and add you, or they'll say, oh, my name is so-and-so, add me on Facebook. And if they say that, search them out and add them on Facebook. It's a great way to add to your market. So you're going to work the list. You're going to continue to add people to the list. You're constantly sharing Plexus everywhere you go, whether it's complimenting someone and saying they're exactly who you're looking for to add to your team, or you're going to be leaving business cards so someone has to look at it or move it or do it, whatever, to get on with the rest of their day. I leave business cards by the Hydroxy Cut and all that jazz at Walmart. People buy anything if it says they're going to lose weight. I don't care what it is. If it says that they're going to lose weight on the bottle, people will pay a fortune for it. And we know that none of that crap works, right? But if you leave a business card there, that aisle is, a lot of people are visiting that aisle are overweight and they're looking for something to lose weight. So that's a great way to leave your business card there and say, hey, what's this? I want to lose weight. Oh gosh, I'm going to check that out. They may friend you on Facebook. They may go to your website, but that's a great place to leave business cards. If you go out to dinner, bring a card. If you go to the store, bring a card. I used to carry Scotch tape in my purse when I first started this business. I never left home without a roll of Scotch tape. You know why? Every time I went to the mall, I would go in every store, and I would try something on. And I would tape my business card to the back of the dressing room door, and I would leave it there. I did that for months and months and months. And I had tons and tons of customers that say, hey, I found your card in Charlotte Russe, or hey, I found your card at, Dillard's. People are hungry to get healthy. People are hungry to earn extra money. So you have to be innovative and creative about how you market. And we know that social media is huge, right? I have built my business almost entirely up to Emerald on Facebook alone. So part of this training guide is going to teach you how to post on Facebook. You want to post a minimum of 3 times a day. Okay? You want to be very specific in your posting. First, you always want to relate it back to you, your journey, what you're doing with Plexus, and you want to be specific in testimonies. Obviously, right now, things are about to take a turn. We're on the pivotal movement of a turn called compliance. I never had that problem. We could say whatever we wanted. We could post pictures and pretty much do whatever we wanted. So I am lucky in that way, because now we are a lot stricter on the things that we can say on Facebook. So you have to be a little bit careful. Soon we're going to have compliance training, specific compliance training, and you will know exactly what you can and cannot say. So right now it's kind of a gray area. But I just say, be careful with using words that are, if it's a disease. Instead of saying so-and-so has diabetes, you're going to say so-and-so has issues with blood sugar, or has a tough time regulating blood sugar, or has stabilized his blood sugar, because instead of saying diabetes, you're going to say blood sugar issues. If you have pain, you're going to say discomfort. Do you struggle with discomfort? So you don't want to say pain, because that's a no-no. There's just ways around it. You be creative, but try not to say things like, she had fibromyalgia, she had diabetes. You want to say maybe she had some inflammation, or she had joint discomfort, things like that. Just try, right now to err on the side of caution and just be careful with what you say. But you do want to be specific. So you want to post testimonies about Plexus, because we all know the graphics can be cute. People see that, but it's really, people will scroll by that. But if they see a picture of a mom and her baby, and then 6 months or a year later with the same baby who's older and she's lost 20 or 30 pounds, they're going to stop and read that. If you post a picture and, it has a caption and it has someone's migraine testimony that says, I used to struggle from discomfort. I used to, have, I think you can say headache. You can't say migraine, I think. I don't know. I still say migraine. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not the compliance police, so this is really hard for me. But you want to be specific to testimony. So if you say, she suffered from headaches or migraines, and she started Plexus, and now she hasn't had a migraine in 2 years. That would be my testimony. You can post that, because somebody on your Facebook feed probably has migraines. So they're going to see that, and they're going to see migraines somehow flash real quick, and they're going to stop and they're going to read that testimony. If I copy and paste a testimony and it's really, really long, even if it's awesome, I try to rephrase it, or I delete some of the stuff and just do like a sentence bullet. Okay, so you want to do key points. All right, I break down my paragraph. So if I post like 2 sentences, skip a line. 2 sentences, skip a line. It's easier for people on your Facebook page to read it, because if they see this long 2-paragraph post, typically they won't read it. So you have to break it shorter and break out just the key points so people will stop and look at it. But you want to be specific. Post 3 testimonies a day about Plexus and what it's doing for people's health and lives. Then you want to always refer it back to your journey. Even if you've only lost 10 pounds, or maybe you haven't lost any weight. Maybe you're sleeping better, or maybe your IBS is gone. Maybe you haven't had a headache, or your joint pain is gone. Whatever it is, make sure you talk about those things. Say, I am so excited that I slept through the night last night. Thank you, Plexus. It can be as simple as that. If you say, gosh, I woke up feeling so refreshed. I don't have brain fog. This is going to be a great day. Thank you, Plexus. That's still insinuating that you're feeling good because of the Plexus products, and people will take notice to that. So anytime you post, make it positive and refer it back to yourself and Plexus somehow. You also want to make sure you're still posting your personal life. No one wants to see someone that's only posting about Plexus. They will remove you from their feed. They will unfollow you because you're not entertaining to them anymore. So make sure in between those posts, you're posting about your kids or your dog or, your family or your vacation or whatever's going on. What are you having for dinner? Keep it personal as well so they're not totally overloaded with Plexus. But I'm going to tell you this. I've been doing this for over 3 years, okay? I have never not posted on Facebook. There has never been a time where I stopped posting about Plexus on Facebook. Never. You know why? Because I never wanted anyone to doubt my consistency or my belief and passion for the products and the business. So I don't care. I mean, my husband was in ICU and I was still posting about Plexus. I was still working my business. There are programs, there is several websites that you can use that will actually post to your Facebook for you. So let's say you're out of town or you're sick or whatever, you can actually use Hoot and things like that. It will pre-post for you at specific times that you say. So there is absolutely zero excuse for not being consistent on Facebook. And it is a do or die for your business, because even if no one has ever liked or commented on a single post of yours, no one said a word to you, it's been like crickets, I promise you people are watching you. And they're waiting for that day that you forget to post about Plexus. Maybe 2 days goes by, maybe 3 or 4. Guess what? They're going to be like, I knew that was just some fad. I knew she'd never stick with that. I knew that wasn't serious. And it discredits you. It makes people doubt that you're consistent and that you actually do believe in these products and this business. So do yourself a favor. Never let a day go by that you're not posting consistently about Plexus. People are watching you, I promise. Even if it seems like no one's watching you, they really, really are. So you want to be consistent. It builds credibility. And it actually builds people's belief in the products and the company because they see it on a daily basis. It's repetitive to them. They know that's Susie. She's going to post about a lot of stuff, but darn it, she's going to have Plexus in her newsfeed. If anything, even if it's annoying to them, they're going to be like, well, she's posting about Plexus. Susie definitely loves that Plexus stuff. It's okay. It's okay for people to get annoyed. It's okay because we are changing people's lives. We are changing people's health. We are bringing financial freedom to people. So never apologize for that. People post the stupidest crap on Facebook all the time, and I have to watch it and look at it. If it doesn't apply to me, I don't delete them. I don't stop being friends with them. I just pass it by and go on with my day. So believe me, even if people think that you're annoying, remember your goal. Remember what you want. No one else is paying your bills that I know of. No one else is living in your body. So you want to keep your body healthy and you want to grow your business. So consistency is key, okay? Being active in the team page. This doesn't seem like it would be really that important, but believe it or not, it really is. You need to build relationships. This is relationship marketing. That's what we do. It's relationship marketing. It's all about people and relationships. Not only customers, but all of us as ambassadors too. So the team page is a great way to find power partners, to find accountability, to find people that are like-minded, to say, hey, you're shooting for gold. Oh, I'm shooting for gold. What team are you on? Maybe they're on a completely different team. They're on, my leg 7 and you're on my leg 2. It doesn't matter because you guys are sideline jewels or sideline ambassadors. So utilize that team page. If you have questions, ask them. If you need help, say, hey, I need some verbiage to write someone. What should I say? This is the situation. What should I say? I guarantee you there's going to be 3 or 4 people or more that comment and help you and give you advice, give you verbiage to help you send a message. If maybe Susie's not available, maybe I'm not available, and you have a 3-way, you have someone that says, hey, I'll listen to you about Plexus, so tell me more about it. You're going to jump in that team page and say, hey, I have a potential 3-way. Can someone help me? guarantee you someone's going to help you. So utilizing that team page, being active, making sure you're checking that page, being involved, commenting, posting, getting involved in the contest, doing interacting and things like that, that really does help your confidence and your business. So you definitely want to do those things. So really keep it simple. Just talk to people about Plexus. Tell them about the products. Tell them about the opportunity. Show how excited you are. People really aren't buying products. They're buying us. People aren't joining the business. They're joining us. So we have to make sure we have a positive attitude. We have to build our belief in Plexus. We have to build our belief in the compensation plan. We have to build our belief in the products. And that is very easy to do simply by going and reading testimonies in the Journeys page. If you're not in the Plexus Journeys for Ambassador Only page, let me or Susie know and we'll add you. That is an amazing page. There's thousands of testimonies in there that you can copy and paste and share on your own Facebook. All of those testimonies, a lot of them aren't compliant right now, but they're all verified testimonies. So there's several, probably like 15 Jules, and probably like 15 of us in there that are admins, and all of those people are legit, real people from our teams. So it's not, somebody that's posting in there that maybe not really has a true testimony. Those are true verified testimonies. So those are great to share with other people. Right now is an awesome time to be working your business, getting those high sales, adding new ambassadors, because convention's coming up. Convention is in Vegas this year. And if you are serious about your business, if you want to become a jewel, then I highly recommend you committing to go to Vegas for convention. Convention is a really life-changing event. A lot of the Plexus opportunity meetings are fun, and a lot of the Plexus trips are really social, and we get to hang out with a lot of people. But convention is business. You are learning, you are pouring into you, you are feeding your network marketing mind, you're getting encouraged. So it's really, really important that you guys get to events like that. Even if you have to save and share a room with 4 or 5 other people. My first convention, I went to Dallas, and I was just about to hit Emerald. I was so close to Emerald. And I went, and there was 6 of us in the room, and because we couldn't afford it, and we were just like, you know what, let's just do it. Let's just go, and we'll all share one room. We did, and I went Emerald at convention. So I want you to know how important it is to get to those events, because they really do build momentum, and they really do strengthen that knowledge that you need to be successful. I'm going to unmute you guys so you can ask me questions, because I'm sure you guys have some. Let's see. I think I did it. Okay. Anybody have questions, comments, anything they want to know about?
I'm freezing.
Mindy is still muted.
Okay. Questions, anyone?
I guess I have a question.
I just want to apologize for losing.
That's okay. Sometimes the connections are bad, so you can't, it's okay. That's no worries.
I have a question. So I know, Susie, you're struggling to go gold because people keep going inactive. So that can happen at any level, right? So just because you reach one rank doesn't mean you can stay there. It can be taken away, right?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to mute you guys over there. That was a good question. She said Susie is really pushing for gold. So she would have already been gold if some people weren't turning off or not qualifying every month and things like that. And she asked, can that happen at any level where your ranks get taken away? Once you hit a rank, the moment you hit a rank, you will never get demoted. So you will never lose rank. The only thing that you lose is the paycheck. So if you're not qualifying as a gold, they don't take your gold status away. You're still gold. You'll always be gold once you make gold. But you're going to be paid on the pay points that you have. So if Susie has 10 people go inactive, she's missed her gold paycheck. So she's just going to get paid as a silver or however many points that she has. So you never lose rank technically. But let's say, I know there's emeralds in the company who have slipped backwards. So technically they are emerald. They never get that taken away, but they're not getting the pool bonus because they haven't, held on to their points. That is a crucial, that's a great way to bring this up. Why do we need to qualify? Well, my opinion is there's no excuse not to be qualified. You're not working the business if you're not qualified every month with your 100 PV, period. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. Obviously, I'm just a real person, and I'm going to tell you how it is because I want you to be successful. If you're not getting your 100 PV, you're simply not vested in the business. You're not committed to the business, and that's okay. If that's, if you're not able to or you don't want to, that's on you, and that's fine. But I can tell you right now, if you're not, you won't grow and be successful. You won't get the paycheck. It just doesn't work that way. If you're vested in this business, if you treat it like a business, if you treat it like a job and feel like, you know what, I'm 100% committed, all in, and I want this. I need to make $1,000 a month. Like $1,000 a month could change the face of my family. If that's you, then you will commit 100%. You will qualify every month with your PV, period, and you will go out and you'll find the sales. I have a girl that does over $7,000 a month in PV on my team. She is a stay-at-home mom. She does not work an outside job. She has in-home daycare, so she doesn't leave the house much. So she's getting 7,000 plus PV a month on social media. So I know it can be done because she's doing it. And she's no different. She's not special. She doesn't have voodoo skills. She's just super committed. She's 100% active. She's faithful with her posting and her messaging, and she reaches out all the time. So I know it can be done. But yes, it's very, very important that when you bring people into your organization, when you sign them as team members, you want to make sure that this is something that they are wanting to do. Because if it's not, keep them as a customer. I mean, it doesn't make sense to really sign anybody as an ambassador unless they really want to work the business. I understand that they want to get the 25% off, but let's be real. If they are a preferred customer for 3 months, after that third month, so their fourth month, they're getting 20% off. So it's darn near what we're getting. And you're getting a bonus every month. So you're getting their PV and you're getting their bonus. So it really pays for you to keep them as a preferred customer. Obviously, if they're adamant on wanting the 25% discount and joining as a wholesale ambassador, you can't stop them, and yes, you do it. But you're right. If they don't reach their 100 PV, Susie will not get paid on them. She will not get points for them. So it's very important that you guys learn duplication. Duplication is key in this business. So if Susie signs Tim, Mindy, and Jamie as her first 3 people, she needs to teach Tim, Mindy, and Jamie duplication. She needs to get them immediately on that training guide, get them on a phone call with me, getting them to set goals, telling me, hey, I only want to make $500 a month. Just show me how to make $500 a month, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to do any more than that. Guess what? I'm going to show you exactly how to make $500 a month, and I'm happy with that. If you're happy with that, I'm happy with that. If you tell me, I want to change my family's future. I want to put my kids through college. I want to travel. I want to bring my husband home. I want to spend more time with my family. I want complete and total financial freedom. I want to get out of debt, and I want to make 10 grand a month like you do. I am going to show you exactly how to do that. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to coach you, and I'm going to give you all the tools necessary, but you have to do the work. I can't do the work for you. I can teach you. I can equip you, and I can be your biggest cheerleader, but you have to, number one, commit to it, go all in, and you have to do the daily activities that it takes to be an emerald. Does that make sense? I'll meet you guys again here. Hang on. Did that answer your question, Mindy?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. So what are you guys' thoughts? I mean, what are your guys' goals? What do you want to do?
I want to be a jewel.
You want to be a jewel? So you want to be a jewel. So you have to figure out, and I don't know if you were on the team call Sunday.
No.
Okay. It's posted in the team page.
I watched it.
You watched it. Okay, so you know. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to be a jewel, I 100% believe in you. I believe that you can do it. If I can do it, as a stay-at-home mom of 5 who had never done network marketing, had 0 sales experience. I had no idea what I was doing, to be honest. And I did it in 7 months. 7 months of saying, I am all in 100%. I'm committed to this business. I'm going to work it. I'm going to message everybody I know. I'm going to have meetings. I'm going to have opportunity meetings. I'm going to get on Zoom calls. I'm going to, commit. And when I did that, I set my family down and I said, hey, for the next 90 days, I am going to go 100% hard at my Plexus business. So I'm going to miss some practices. I'm going to need my husband to take the girls to cheer and pick them up. I'm going to miss some games. Mom's not going to be at everything for 90 days because I want our family to have some freedom. So I'm going to sacrifice now so we don't have to sacrifice later. And I did miss some things. I didn't watch TV. I didn't get to watch, my shows. I love Grey's Anatomy. I love The Bachelor. I love all that. And I said, you know what? I want to make Emerald. I really want to push this to the next level and go all in. So I had to sacrifice that. I didn't watch my evening TV. You know what I did instead? I post on yard sale pages, testimonies. I constantly message people back and forth. I got on oil field wives and oil field family Facebook pages and friended all those people because I was an oil field mom. So I gained friendships on Facebook. I didn't necessarily talk about Plexus right away, but I added a bunch of new people to my Facebook page and I started messaging them. And then they added me, and so I got to market Plexus to them. I spent my Saturdays driving all over Melbourne, Brevard County, Indian River County, and had opportunity meetings. I did them for my team. I did a lot of training. So I did sacrifice time, but 7 months for me, 7 months of my life, sacrificed the TV shows, being at every volleyball game and being at every cheerleading football team game. I missed a few of those. But to get the paycheck that I get right now for my family is hands down, period, so worth it. And my family thinks it's worth it too. You just have to decide what is important to you and how important it is. If it is important to you, the bottom line is you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're not going to have any excuses. You're going to go all in. You're going to get trained. You're going to get motivated, and you're going to get to work. And if you do, I promise you, you will become successful. It may take you more than 7 months. I got really lucky. I got a few girls that were really working their business and they got it. They were all in next to me. They said, you know what? I want this too. Let's do it. So we did. You are going to have those people that quit. I still have people that quit, but I'll tell you something. I still have people joining me that are on my Facebook page 3 years later. They have watched me literally watch my life unfold for 3 years. They have known all about Plexus. They knew about the opportunity, and they would not join me. And now they're joining me. So everybody's time frame is different. They say it takes 10 visits, 10 opportunities, you to talk to somebody about the business 10 times before they'll even consider it. Think about that. It's a lot of time. So you might have talked to somebody 2 months ago and they told you no. You need to revisit them. You need to continuously ask them, hey, are you ready to try Plexus now? Hey, I know you said no about the business, but I really think this is for you. I just want 5-10 minutes of your time so I can throw you in a chat with my friend Kelly and she can kind of go over the business. I really think you can be successful. Keep visiting those people. Go back. If someone likes or comments a post of yours about Plexus, look at it. Go through and say, okay, I got 17 likes on there. 15 of them will probably be Plexus people, right? Because we all like each other's posts. But 2 of them will be your friends. You're going to go to those friends and you're going to say, hey, I saw you liked my testimony on migraines. Or, hey, I saw you liked my post about residual income. Are you interested in learning more about the business? Because I'd love to have you on my team. You're going to reach out to those people that comment. You're going to reach out to those people that like your Plexus post. Be bold. Like I said, I wake up every morning and my why gets me out of bed and gets my feet on the floor and gets them running. I want Diamond. I need Diamond for my family. There's nothing that can stop me from going to the top. And even if it took me another whole year or 2 or 5, I'm still going to be working this business and I'm still going to be trying to promote because I know that it's worth it. and everybody has a different time frame. We all come from different backgrounds, different networks, different areas. We have different time frames to work our business. There's a lot of factors in why someone may race to the top. But I can tell you right now that even the ones that are racing to the top, they're working, and they're working twice as hard to keep what they just raced to the top with. For me, I've been Emerald for a year, and I'll tell you the truth. When I hit Emerald in Dallas, I was clueless. I had all these people underneath me and had no idea what to do with them. So it's been a gift for me to really bask in Emerald this year. I got to learn a lot about myself. I got to learn about network marketing. I got to really pour into my self-development as a leader. So it's been awesome. And now I'm very confident in where I'm at as an Emerald. So now I'm ready to set that big Sapphire goal. I'm ready to say, you know what? I'm good. I'm ready to hit that next level. So I have to do the exact same things I'm asking you to do. I have to do them too. I have to do them to get to Sapphire and get to Diamond. So it's no different. You're constantly working your list. You're constantly sharing Plexus. You're constantly having people say no, because you'll get 100 no's. If you're not getting no's, if you're not upset because you've got 5 no's this month, you're not working your business. Because I can promise you, you're going to get a lot of no's. As an Emerald, I've gotten hundreds of no's, guys, hundreds of no's. But I've also gotten hundreds of yeses along the way. And if I had stopped at those 100 no's, I wouldn't make it to Emerald. Okay? Don't be upset or, brought down because you got a no. If you got a no, that means you're sharing Plexus. That means you're doing the right thing. So you want to get no's. There's a whole book called Go for No. It's really good. But you want to get no's, because that tells me, that tells Susie, that tells your sponsor that you're working this business. You're going to get lots of no's. But in between those no's, you will get yeses. And you'll have people that have that vision. And you're going to help build that belief in those people. You're going to turn around and help them get to silver. You're going to turn around and then help them get to gold. And that's going to build their belief and build their belief. And they're going to keep adding to that team, your team, and you're going to keep promoting. And you are going to do it right there alongside of them. Anybody else have questions?
Aggie, do you have anything to say?
No, I'm just listening. All ears. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I have
It's very good, Kelly.
Thank you. I had a conversation today. I'm gonna mute all. Yeah, someone has background noise. I was talking to a leader in my team. She's a senior gold ambassador, and she's frustrated. She's frustrated because she has her own team page, and she posts, and she's so excited, and she's getting crickets. Right? So she has a team full of people that just aren't moving. They're not doing anything. And I said, why do you think that is? And she's like, I don't know. I'm so upset. I feel like no one's listening, and I feel like no one, wants to work this business. And I had to tell her, I said, you know what? If you do what you know you're supposed to do, and you're filling those people, you're pouring into your team, and you're, giving them the training, you can't force this on anybody. They have to want it. So if they don't want it, that's okay. You bless and release them. You say, you know what? I'm here when you're ready, but I'm going to go find 5 new people to bring into my organization that are firecrackers like me, because I want to work this business and I want to grow. I think back to when I was a single mom. I was a single mom raising 4 girls by myself. I was single for 9.5 years. I think if someone had brought me this opportunity when I was a single mom, holy cow, I would have grabbed onto this opportunity and went nuts. There was nothing that could have stopped me from working this business. I don't understand how someone who doesn't have any money, doesn't have any stability, complains and says their life sucks, won't do something about it. Like, I don't know that mentality. I don't understand that mentality. And if someone had offered me this gift when I was a broke single mom, there would be nothing that stopped me. No excuse, no nothing. Because as a single mom, I can tell you, I prayed night after night, God, bring me an opportunity that I can raise my kids. Bring me an opportunity that I can get out from being so broke. Bring me an opportunity where I don't have to leave my babies and go to work. Bring me an opportunity that I'm not having to waitress on the weekends just to pay electricity. Like for me, it's mind-blowing because I've been broke. I have been down and out and needed this opportunity more than anyone. So knowing that now, knowing what a gift we have, I want to call people to account. I want to say, hey, you have the winning lottery ticket in your hand. All you have to do is 2 things: share the products and share the opportunity. And you could get out of that. You could have financial freedom. You can have freedom of time with your family. You can get out of debt. You can be financially secure. But all you have to do is say, you know what? I'm going to do this. You need to tell yourself, I can do this, number one. I will do this. I want to do this. And I'm going to dig in. I'm going to put the work in. I'm going to commit to my power hour. I'm going to stop being nervous to talk about Plexus. I'm going to stop thinking it's, embarrassing or it's some kind of like dark cloud because you're in network marketing. No, you are in the greatest profession in the world. We are our own boss. We are building our dreams. We're not building somebody else's dreams and coming home and not having anything to show for it. We are our own boss. We get to dictate how we work, when we work, what we work. It's a beautiful thing. So if you can really grab hold of that and you can be non-apologetic and say, you know what? I am helping people get healthy. I'm helping a single mom be home with her kids. I'm helping a dad not have to work that extra shift on the weekend and he can be home with his kids. We are helping people change their lives. Be non-apologetic for that. Don't worry about what other people say. Treat it as a gift. Treat it like you have that winning lottery ticket and you just want to share it with someone. Your job is to get people to understand what we do. That's your job. Your job is to get people to understand that we have plant-based products that are regulating people's blood sugar, cleaning their gut, taming down their inflammation, getting them healthy. We have to get people to believe that. We have to show them testimonies. We have to show them our own life. We have to get people to believe that it's only $34.95 to join our team. Most people do not believe that. They just honestly don't think it's that cheap. We know it is. So we have to prove to them that it's only $34.95. They don't have to buy a welcome pack. We want them to buy a welcome pack because we get a bonus and they can start their products, but they don't have to. They can build an incredible business by $34.95. They can start selling, they can start sharing, they can add people to their team and never spend another dime. So we have to get people to understand that, right? We have to get people to understand, hey, you need money. You are in a bad situation. You're broke. Well, let me tell you something. Let's fast start you to gold. Let's get you a $700 minimum paycheck next month. 30 days, guys. 30 days. In a matter of 30 days, you can totally rock someone's financial change. A single mom right now is saying, I do not know how I'm going to pay my car payment. I'm going to lose my car. I can't afford to pay my bills and pay my car payment. Get her on Plexus and get her to fast start to gold. Show her, lay her a plan out and say, okay, we are going to get every single one of your friends and we're going to talk to them on the phone. We're going to talk to them in a 3-way chat. We're going to get them on board with you. We're going to get 20 people in 30 days and you're going to get a $700 bonus. Do you understand what $700 could have done for me as a single mom? That is a game changer. So we need to present that to people when we're sharing the business. Say, hey, let me show you how to make $700 bonus your very first month. And all you have to do is find 20 people on your first 3 levels to join your team. And you've now made $700 bonus next payday. That's incredible. That's motivating. And a lot of people don't talk about that. Like I lead all my ambassadors are out with that. I say, hey, join my team. I want you to fast start to gold. I want you to be one of my fast starters that gets that $700 bonus. So let's get your list out. Let's start working down your list and getting into 3 ways. Even if they don't do it, it builds excitement. It builds momentum. It builds belief. And it gets them wanting to see if they can do it next month, right? They're not going to be able to fast start next month, but maybe they'll go gold. Maybe they'll still get that $250 bonus. You never know, but it does build momentum and it gets people excited. Your excitement breathed into other people. So that's what you want to be doing. Anybody else with questions?
Jamie, do you have anything?
I don't. I'm just really trying to listen at this point.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm sorry?
Oh, I said that's okay.
I know, sometimes it's a lot to take in, and we're trying to, our wheels are spinning and saying, okay, well, how do I fit this into my life, or what can I do, or who can I reach out to? Spend a little time, get on your Facebook page, go down your friends list on Facebook and say, okay, I'm going to start marketing to everybody with the last name that starts with A, okay? Something that I do, just because I'm not very organized by nature. So I'm not one of those super organized people that keep it all together. So what I do is I bought index cards. I bought a box, like a filing box, index card box. And I got my index card and I literally wrote one index card for every single person, non-plexus, on my Facebook page. I categorized them by last name, alphabetically. So sometimes on a weekend, I'll start with the A's and I will just message everybody that has the last name starts with A. I'll just message him a quick message like, hey, I know I'm the crazy plexus lady and I still want you on my team. Do you want to chat with me tonight about starting your journey? Something simple like that. But I message that to all my A's and I'll go through A to E one day, and then I'll start next week and I'll start working down the list, in the F's. It's a good way to keep organized and say, okay, you can even jot down, okay, message them. They said not right now. They said maybe. So you're going to check back in with those people. Because we all know a no isn't really no, it's a not right now. They don't have enough information for them to say yes. That's what you have to say to yourself. They just don't have enough right now, enough information for them to say yes. So either they don't have enough information on the products, they don't know how amazing it is, they haven't processed that, they don't have that belief yet, so they're not going to purchase the products yet. Okay, they might not have enough belief in the company right now to join you, but your job is to keep marketing to them on Facebook, right? So they see it. You're planting those seeds every day. You're showing them, hey, look how simple this is. I'm working this business and I'm still taking my kids to the park. I'm working this business and I'm still going to church on Sunday and having a barbecue. You're still working this business, but having a normal life. And people watch that and they want that. So next time you're going to share the business and they might be ready. They might have enough understanding of the business that they say, you know what? Yes, let's do this. Let me try this. So that's really all a no is. Just remember, a no is that they don't have enough information right then to say yes. So your job is to continuously plant seeds with them and get them to the point where they do have enough knowledge to make a decision to say yes. Okay? All right. Susie, do you have any questions?
Me? No, I don't have.
Okay. So I want you guys, a few other things. Team call, Sunday night, every Sunday night at 9 o'clock Eastern time. I don't know where all y'all's time zones are, but we do a Zoom meeting every Sunday. It's great to be on those calls because you're gonna learn something, you're gonna feel motivated, you might have just a little pinch of something that you've needed. Wednesday night, Sheila Medina does host the Wednesday night Plexus call every single Wednesday. Then it's downloaded or uploaded to YouTube, so you can share it at any time during the week with people. A lot of people don't utilize that, and it's a free tool that Plexus gives us. It's an awesome tool. Every Wednesday is the opportunity call with Sheila Medina. They give several health testimonies and several business testimonies, and she goes over each of the products very, very quickly. It's like 10 to 15-minute phone call. It's super fast. So I encourage you guys, post that on your Facebook page every Wednesday and ask people to listen to it. Say, hey, take 5-10 minutes to listen to this awesome opportunity call. It's a great way to get people involved. The Diamond documentaries. Thursdays are the Diamond documentary days. There's a new one that comes out all the time. So you want to utilize those because maybe there's a teacher on your Facebook page and there's an awesome Diamond that used to be a teacher and she's just done her Diamond documentary about her journey. You want to tag people in that. If you have a bunch of teachers, tag them in that Diamond documentary. There's a diamond documentary about nurses and stay-at-home moms and crunchy moms and you know, all sorts of dads. There's lots and lots of diamond documentaries. I highly recommend you posting those on your Facebook and tagging people that may be moved or motivated by those specific diamond docs. It's a good way to give them an idea of what we do. I'm excited for y'all. I know Susie's working so hard, and she has such great passion and dedication to the business, and we're just rooting her on, and you're her team, and we're hoping to get a lot of you guys to get silver, and really push Susie. You guys are going to rally around her and just really support her in that goal.
Kelly, before you get off, when you're signing this whole thing off, I want to talk with you and Aggie.
Sure.
If Aggie doesn't mind staying on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, if you guys don't have any questions, you know.
I have one question.
Okay.
I didn't realize that what you said tonight. So if a person becomes an ambassador, they don't have to purchase a welcome packet anymore. I thought that you were supposed to.
They've absolutely never had to purchase a welcome pack. The welcome pack is 100% optional.
Oh, I always
Always has been.
Oh, I always thought you had to too.
Nope. You do not have to. And a lot of people do. I mean, I would want my level ones to buy a welcome pack because number one, it gives me money, right? It pays my 4 uplines. 2, they're going to be on the product. So they're going to be starting at being a product to the product. But some people can't afford it. Get them into the journey. Get them into Plexus and let them start, you know, sharing the possibilities and the products and stuff. And maybe they'll buy a welcome pack later on. They have 60 days. Your first 60 days, they get an opportunity.
So they're just going to pay the $34.95 then. Oh, okay. I always thought that they had to, so that was new tonight. I realized that.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't even catch you say that.
Yeah, you do not have to buy a welcome pack. It's totally optional. Now, for a lot of contests, the majority of the contests, like convention, they will not count the new ambassador unless they buy a welcome pack. So if you're looking for convention credits right now, push the welcome pack because you won't get credit without one.
I have to say, the biggest hurdle I'm finding too is that everybody says it's too much money. It's too much money. It's too much money. And I try to compare or to say, well, if you paid this much, you know, you're paying this much for something here and trying to save. And that's one of the biggest hurdles. Everybody says it's too much money. It's too much money.
Yeah, and it's probably the number one company-wide knockdown. It's the number one thing that you have to knock down. So what I tell people is, first I break it down day-wise. So I'll say, okay, the triplex is $4 a day. If you can think about $4 a day, you can be on a triplex. Okay. If they're just going to be on the X Factor, I might say it's 50 cents a day. 50 cents a day. Okay. BioCleanse and ProBio. It's 75 cents a day to have a healthy gut. Don't you think that's worth it to you? Like 75 cents a day? Come on, you can do that. Right? So you just have to break it down day by day, how much it costs. And I do a lot of, you know, the bottom line is price to me is relative. If somebody wants something bad enough, they're going to pay for it. If someone, you know, it's a priority, if their health or their weight or their cholesterol or their blood pressure is a priority, they're going to try it. They're going to do it. They're going to find in the budget where they can cut back for a few months until they're making enough money maybe to try the I also talk about, I was spending an obscene amount of money at Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's. And I didn't even realize that I was. But I was going to Dunkin' Donut every morning, getting a large coffee and a croissant. And then after, you know, when I had to pick up all the girls, we didn't have time to go home before practices and stuff like that. So we would go through McDonald's. I had no idea how much money I was spending at Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's. So when I joined, the lady who signed me actually said, hey, do yourself a favor. Don't have to show me, but go through your bank statement for 1 month, 30 days, and highlight every single thing that's fast food. And I did, and I was shocked. I was mortified. I could not believe that I was spending that amount of money. Most people don't, because when you drop $5, it doesn't seem like a lot. You're just getting a coffee and a donut or a coffee and a bagel. So $5 at the time doesn't seem very expensive. But if you're doing that 5 days a week, it's a lot of money every month, you know? So you can put it that way. I had a girl, one of my leaders named Kim. She was working at a retail job, but she said she was drinking at least minimum of 2 Monsters a day. Monsters are like $4 a piece. So she was spending $8 a day on Monster, and she was working like 4 or 5 days a week. So every time she was doing that, she was spending $8. That is a lot of money. And she never realized because, you know, $4 here and then $4 there, it doesn't seem like a lot. It's only $4. If you add it up on a monthly basis, gosh, that's a lot of money. I mean, if you can't cut back on that and you can't afford, you know, to get healthy, your priorities are probably not, you know, where they need to be.
Well, I share that a lot. One of the biggest things I've shared with people is I said, since I started Plexus over a year ago, I haven't been to the doctors once with anything wrong with me, other than my main medications that I have to always take. And I said, oh my gosh, a whole year without any prescriptions is wonderful.
Yes. I mean, your copay, you know, it is. It's, I mean, you really, you know, some people, and we all know this, a lot of people don't put their health as a priority until they get sick. And then they get sick, and then all of a sudden it's a priority, but it's so bad that if they really maintained and maintenance the body and just kept a, you know, a healthy heart and a healthy cholesterol and a healthy BP, they wouldn't be sickly. So that's what I try to encourage people. I'm like, gosh, there are 3 products in our product line that are absolute must. Everyone should be on the X Factor, the ProBio, and the Mega X. Every single person on the face of the planet needs to be on those 3 products, period. You need those. It's not even a Plexus thing. It's just a health thing. Like, the benefits of Omega is ridiculous. I did not realize how important the Omegas were. I will never go a day without the Mega X. It's my absolute hands-down favorite product thus far.
Can I interrupt you for a minute?
Sure.
If someone has, because somebody was going to buy for her father, he does have some heart problems and stuff, and he does have to lose weight. And, of course, part of the thing was, she says, well, these are pretty expensive, and I was going on. But if someone does have a heart problem and stuff, and I mean, he's like probably close to 70-something. And I said, still, I was trying to explain.
His doctor probably is telling him to get on Omegas.
Well, and that's what I tried to explain to him again. And they says, well, it's just too expensive. I don't think I want to spend. And I'm just like, okay. And
well, I can tell you right now, if you go, you can buy a probiotic, a multivitamin, and Omegas over the counter. You can go buy those 3 products over the counter. But I can tell you right now, they are darn near close to $30.
Right.
Even at Walmart, even at, you know, Walgreens. So they're very relatively priced like ours. And I can promise you that they are not natural. There's tons and tons of fillers. Because let me tell you something. Fillers is big business. Companies make billions of dollars every year by cheating you and cheating us. They put a little bit of what they say is on the bottle and a lot of what they don't say. So a vitamin can cost $30 or $40 even at GNC. And it makes you nauseous. You feel like complete crap. You're peeing orange. And you know why? Because you're peeing that vitamin right out. It's not even absorbing. It's making you so sick and nauseous because it's filled with fillers. It doesn't have all the good stuff that we have. It doesn't have blackcurrant. It does not have all the vitamins that we have. It doesn't have the minerals. It doesn't have aloe. Our vitamin is top notch. And honestly, outside of Plexus being a jewel, outside of loving the company, I put our probiotic, our Omegas, and our X Factor against anything on the market. I would be buying it from someone else if I wasn't an ambassador. They're that good. The probiotics, much more expensive than ours. If you get a live probiotic, you're paying minimum of $50. Ours is freeze dried. We don't have to have we can throw it in our purse if we forget. If you have a cold probiotic that you have to refrigerate, you can't just go and take it. You have to wait till you get home. So it's not convenient. And ours is just as good because it's freeze dried. It's the same concept. So those 3 products, no one can argue with me about. I'm going to win because I'm very versed on the products. Those 3 products, everyone should be on. There's not a single person that can tell me they should not be on those products. So what I say is, look, I'm not trying to sell you anything you don't need. If you don't, your blood sugars are great. You think your gut health is great. You don't have any problems. You're the healthiest person on the planet. You're super fit queen. Guess what? You still need a multivitamin. You still need a probiotic. You still need to be on them. So buy one of the 3, And 9 times out of 10, they're taking a vitamin. They're taking Woman's One a day. They're paying $30. They're paying $29.95 at Walgreens. So why would they not support you in your home-based business? You know, you just have to learn to be creative. You have to learn to ask. A lot of times we don't have because we do not ask. If you ask, say, hey, mom, dad, cousin, aunt, uncle, grandma, you take the probiotic? Oh, you do? Great. You're going to switch to probiotic because I want you to buy it for me to support my business. It's hands down better than yours. And guess what? If you don't like it, 60 days full back money back guarantee. There's zero risk. Okay? Ask how many people on my Facebook take a multivitamin? Question mark. You'll have a bunch of people. I do. Great. What kind do you take? Oh, Woman's One a day, or oh, Centrium, blah, blah, blah. Awesome. I would love for you to try my X Factor. I'll put it up against your Centrium any day. Try it for 60 days. If you don't love it, you'll get your money back. Who's not going to buy it from you? They're going to buy it from you because you asked them to. They're not buying it right now because you haven't asked them to. People aren't going to come knocking down your door saying, oh, let me buy your vitamin. But guess what? They're going to tell you yes if you ask them. Will you put your multivitamin to Factor instead? You know, my mom has United Healthcare. Several people that have United Healthcare, what do you call that? Where you're paying into it. They'll cover it under your insurance. Now, a lot of times you can get your insurance company to cover your supplements if it's medically necessary. If something your doctor wants you to be on a probiotic, or your doctor wants you to be on omegas or whatever it is, the E's, you could get them paid for by your flex spending plan is what I was trying to say. So you can always go that route too. Say, hey, are you getting omega? Are you taking fish oil? A lot of people don't know that fish oil is omega. That's what omegas are, but it's fish based. It's fish. Fishy burps are as 100% natural plant from the ahi flower. So ours is the same thing but better. So say, hey, how many people on my Facebook page are taking fish oil? And I bet you, I guarantee if you post that, several people are going to say, oh, I am. You know, or you can say, are you taking a fish oil, or do you know anybody who is? And they'll probably say, oh, my dad does, or my grandpa does. And that's your door to say, oh, really? Man, I would love for them to try the Omega or the Mega X. It has all the omegas. They're plant-based. It's good for heart health. It's good for brain health. It's good for sleep. So many things. Ask them. Ask them to switch and buy the one from you. We have not because we ask not. Sometimes it's just that simple. All right, guys. Well, I know it's getting late. Let's see. Yeah, it's late. But I know Susie appreciates you being on. I appreciate you being on. I'm here to help you guys. If you need help, ask. If there's something that you want to learn and didn't want to say it on tonight's meeting, that's fine. Just email Susie or I, and we will get with you and try to help you and get you guys, working, building a paycheck. I want you guys to have the benefit. Like, I want everyone on my team, no matter what level they are, if you want to be a jewel, I want you to be standing next to me as a jewel. That's my why. That's part of my why. I've evolved into a jewel. So now I want my team to be next to me, right? I don't feel, it's great being a jewel. I love it, but it's not, I haven't arrived. I haven't come to the place where I feel like I've done it because I don't have my team with me. So when I do, then I have arrived. So my job now is to get you guys all to become jewels, if that's what you want. So I want to help you in any way that I can. So if you want help, if you want to work this business and you're not sure, message me, message Susie, get with me, and let's get you guys active and help you get customers and help you get some ambassadors. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aggie, don't hang up.
Yeah, Aggie, she wants you to stay on, but everybody else, you can go ahead and disconnect if you want.
I'm here.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And hers isn't going to be recorded, right?
Nope,